Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to ROP, Run of Play podcast, where we discuss everything football, especially the English Premiership. And back again, we have Mr. Shelty. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm glad we did not lose today. So small victories.
Even though it was a ball fest, but we'll get into that. And we have the other Man U fan, the guy that was wasting our time, Mr. Jude.
I
How you
always
doing,
see your
sir?
time. I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Repping the jersey, preparing for next season, where I will be later after the rest.
Okay, that's what you hope. So well, I think the best place to start is we just watched the Manchester Derby a few hours ago, and to my greatest surprise, it was the most boring game I've ever watched this
Wow.
season. I think. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh man.
That's a bias
So
topic.
I want to get the thoughts of the United fans here. So what do you guys have to say about the game that we just watched this afternoon?
I don't know. For me, like it was probably if it was boring to you, like as an outsider, I think to me it was really interesting because I was happy with what I saw from Amorim and from the team. I think we dominated City for first half, second half. This wasn't one of those games that we had 30 minutes of good this thing. I think throughout the game we looked dangerous basically. So much so that we're here complaining about the chances that Garnacho had to do this or that, or the shot that Zexi had, or the chance that Casemiro had that he played straight at their keeper, or the one that Dogu had that he blasted over. So there were lots of good opportunities, and you can see that if we just replace Ugarte, because we need a better midfielder in that position. If we just get a proper striker, because Dogu and Xerxes got into some good places. If we just get another number 10 to replace Garnacho, we can really try and do something next season. So for me, I think it was a good game from the United team. I think it's a good platform to go into Thursday because Leon is the real this thing.
Real deal.
So much so that we're resting Maguire. Maguire only played 60 minutes because he's very important
I just this a match.
for Thursday. Messi Mount is back. Luke Shaw is back. So
Yeah, I think I
I
saw
think we
Luke
can
Shaw.
we can finish the season. We can finish the season strongly. Jude, how do you see it?
I don't know which channel Johnny Boy was watching that he said is boring. At least if you stay
Maybe
on the Man
I was
City, it's
watching it
hard to
small
than
small because I was in church.
I just feel either Man City are just like worn out from midfield to defense, or they just came to sit back and grab a point, or let's just steal the win. That's what
They
they were
did. That's
hoping
what
to
they did.
do.
That's what they did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Manchester United played way better than I even expected them to play. So it was like every moment of attack, you are looking for that final piece. That final piece is what was missing. So I feel like that should properly show the board where they need to invest their money next season. Just like Arsenal is looking for a prolific striker, we can either look for. If we are complaining, if we can't sell Hojland, then we can probably look in the league and buy somebody that can be a second fiddle and that can deliver at least
No,
10 to
you
15
have
goals.
Zexi and Hoyland now.
Zexi is not like a
You
proper
have Sexy
striker.
and Hoyland.
A striker. That's the problem. I don't
But
know.
Zex is looking good, though, if you ask me.
He's
Like
looking
Zex
good
is
as the
looking
position
very.
he's playing. He's not a striker in the sense that I feel like what Man U needs now is like people taking shots that keeper can punch out. That's the only goal that I feel like Hodgland can score at this
So
moment.
okay, like that kind of like rebound tapping.
Rebound, tapping, it will just be there.
Tapping.
Okay, okay.
Like we not taking shots is also a problem. We don't like we're attacking, but that shot wasn't coming, and Garnacho does not have shot power anymore. Like I can't bank on him on that shot power. It's only what's his name? There was one that we got it took today,
Bruno.
but it went wide. Like I was surprised
Yeah.
at that shot. I think Bruno has it. Zexi has
Casemiro
it,
too
but he
sometimes.
needs like balance to take that shot. So and Ahmad. So hopefully next season Can't wait to have Arsenal.
Yeah, I like what I saw from Euro as well today. Euro looked like he looked sharp. He had some like game
Balance.
breaking runs. He was calm in possession. If Martinez
You
comes
already
back,
face, you
that's
face anybody
quality
today,
right
sorry.
there. Mazraoui, obviously, Mazraoui he is what it is. Like put him anywhere basically in defense. He can step up. Johnny boy, you were saying that you were in church,
And Onana is pressed. Onana is pressed, please.
Onana, we can only just be happy if we survive, without an Onana scandal. Um, but Johnny boy, you're not able to pray for our downfall, or did not answer that prayer
That's
if
his
that's
prayer.
what you were in church doing. But how did you see the game, right? From United's perspective, from okay, which coach was able to execute their game plan? Because I don't understand all this City doom is them that people are talking about. This is a team stacked with Champions League and Premier League winners: De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, Diaz. They have all these, like, I don't know, all these, they are Oscar Bob, Rico Lewis, O'Neill. It's basically a carbon copy of the same exact player. The same exact little boy. We lost Johnny boy.
I I feel like City is going to struggle next season. Like Haaland will probably be looking for goals. He will not see goals because there's nobody that will be able to deliver like De Bruyne delivers to him. So they need to start. They will have to start from this season and preseason to really work on a lot. Like it's good. They need one major buy though. That's what I feel too. They need like a midfield. They need to reshape, like change their midfield as a whole. They can't rely on those second fielders, those youth guys. Like I don't think in a serious game they won't be able to deliver. That's what I feel.
How do you see the game? Like which I don't buy that City are just so poor. Which manager was able to better execute their game plan?
To be honest with you, from what I saw from Pep, I even said that like I feel he came there to not lose the game. He didn't come to win, but he came there not to lose because there was no way. Me, I knew that United, because we all know United right now, they like to sit back and then counter, right? So a manager knowing that, I was surprised he didn't start either of Doku or Sabino, people ball carriers. Rather, what he did was to start players that are ball passers. Literally, that's what he did. I'm very sure that if he had the chance, he probably would have started Mamouche. He would have probably started another person in place of Mamouche. But because Mamouche was the only option he had to start Mamouche.
There's
So to
Like,
me,
nobody
Pep
now. Who
came
is
there
he going
not
to
to
start
lose.
instead of Mamouche?
That's what I'm saying. That's
don't
what I'm
wait,
saying
like start
because
somebody
I'm
else
very
like who now?
maybe I don't know, maybe Grealish or somebody.
There's no
It's just that
Haaland
he
now.
he needed somebody to be in front.
Mamouche is
There's
the
somebody he needed
striker
somebody to
now.
be in front because yeah, but like the
But
way
Where's
he's
I
Johnny
gone
was
Boy
against
like
Coco?
Leicester now.
I was expecting to start. I was expecting to start either Savino or Doku. Like because we all knew United were going to like
No,
maybe sit back a little bit and then try to counter you guys, counter City. So I expected him to, even if he's one of those guys, but he didn't do any. He rather played all his whole ball holders, and then I mean the game was boring. Like I said, to me it was really like it was just side to sides. Man City didn't do anything, like you said. I was
it,
really really surprised with the way City didn't come there to play. To be honest with you, I think out of the two
I
managers, the
feel like
most disappointed should
yeah,
be Amorim. Amorim should be the most disappointed because I feel the 3 points were there for the taking for Man U, but for some reason you guys couldn't take your chances. So yeah,
I feel like City maybe Pep changed his plan to the usual. Let's possess the football and pass the ball and frustrate Man U. That's what I feel like. That's why he played those guys. If he
that's what he
played
planned.
Doku or Salido,
Yeah, that
if
was
he
his
played
plan.
Doku or Salido, they would have been direct. So let's possess the ball, destroy Man U. But then Amorin figure it like bored him, and even in the second half, like Amorin did some game changes and also tactics changes that made us pressure. Like the whole of second half, it was more of Man U pressuring all through. So I would say Amorin came up like better than Pep. He probably let's not rate him that high, please, anymore. We have seen him with a mediocre team now.
Don't
He
rate too
cannot do
high.
anything.
Pep,
Pep, he cannot do
you
anything
mean
with a
Pep?
mediocre team. He needs all stars to win.
Well, the jury is
Yes,
out
now
on Pep.
boy.
Next season, next season,
This is still far from him. He knows.
Next season
He has to
I
buy.
don't
He
think
has to
I
buy
don't
this.
think I can say the
judgment.
jury is out on Pep
Next
like
season is
that
his
now.
judgment because
He's
It's his exposure. He
no, you can't
wants to
say it
run
now.
away.
Next
he's
season
year
is next
six
season.
now. He's basically year 6 or 7
He wants to run
into
away.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
no
easy
run.
now. It's a whole process.
Next year
Okay,
is huge for him
let's
because
move on from
if
United
it happens
because
next season,
You think Chelsea will qualify?
let's move on from United because this has to be a quick one. Liverpool surprised us today.
yeah,
None of us predicted that they would lose. They lost away to Fulham three
yeah.
two. Free game. I guess Iwobi does have the spirit of Okocha inside him. Jude, starting with you, like, did you expect that Liverpool will lose today? What does this mean? Is it the start of something, scary? Should Arsenal fans be excited?
They can be.
Are you trying to mock us now?
They
You're trying to
can
No,
mock us.
no, just the ask.
Arsenal fans have
I
considered
was
the
just
league, so I don't
asking a
understand why you keep
question.
dragging us now.
be. The people that
I
are
was just
Arsenal fans
asking
have
a
Arsenal will say
considered the
question.
last
league,
week.
so don't dragging us
I
now.
actually said the same thing last week.
Why are you conceding? Is it election? No.
We said this thing last week.
The
I
league is
said
done, bro.
Liverpool's next fixtures are tough in such a way that their form is bad and it's going to be tough for them. But the problem is the people that are behind, they are not serious at all. They cover everything that you expect them to
They
do.
can't present a threat.
No, but they robbed us, and I guess, but we
You
cannot
are
agree that
supposed
that
to
was a
have put it
penalty.
them well so that they don't rob you.
No, but Jude,
True,
if I
true,
remember,
true, true.
if I remember 1 year, Jude, where I think United, where we had like was it 14 or 12 points, basically. This was Fergie, that
Peggy and
time.
Massey.
So
It's Peggy
stranger things have happened.
and Man City,
Uh,
not Liverpool, Arsenal. The
this
only
this
thing
this Arsenal team,
the only thing this thing is preventing is Arsenal doing the guard of honor. That's what is probably preventing. The longer it takes, Arsenal might not do guard of honor, but other than that, it's going to be tough. Liverpool will
when
probably
when I
win.
saw when I saw Saka limping, as in I couldn't believe that they brought him back.
They have to.
I guess it was only halftime, but I couldn't believe that they brought him back like immediately. Immediately, they said, Saka, we need you.
There's nothing you can do.
Um,
But it was bound to happen. Arsenal were going to always bring him out, bring him back.
They
if
can't rush
if
him.
if
But
they get
it's going to be a tough one.
if they get their players back, it will be difficult for a lot of people, especially Liverpool are not serious.
But when,
Johnny,
Yeah,
boy,
but
are you
you
saying
can't-
that you don't have any hope?
when are they getting the
No,
players
I
back?
don't
They
have
don't
any hope.
have
I've been saying that for the last
any
2
other
weeks.
person now. Gabriel is out already.
Yeah, Havertz is
Gabriel
out
is
too.
out.
Oh, that's true. Gabriel is out.
Havertz is out
I
of
was
the
wondering why
season too.
Kiwior was playing in centre back.
Who?
Yeah, Gabriel is out of the season as well. And I think we've said it for the past three weeks now that we've considered the title. The title for me is done. And just like Jude said, what Liverpool losing now is going to do is going to make us and not give them guard of honor. So that's the only shining light. But in terms of
See,
the league is done. To me, the league is done
I
because
promise you that Arteta has not considered the league. I promise.
yeah,
If you don't believe, trust me.
I don't expect him to come out and say that until it's mathematically impossible. I am different
That's
from
when he will
Arteta.
concede. They can't say it now.
Exactly, I'm
It's only
different from
Mourinho
Arteta.
that
He's the coach.
can.
He
It's
can't
only
say
Mourinho
that.
that can say that.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Tell me why Liverpool lost this game today. In your opinion, why did Liverpool lose today? Like, what are we saying? That
I
like they
think
just
I
have
think
free
I
hits.
think I think what happened is that Liverpool right now, I think in their mind, I believe they know they won the league. That's one. Second of all, I think Fulham, if you watch Fulham this season, I think at home, they've been like, I'll call them kind of giant killers. Like there's a spirit they have at home. They come at you full force. And Liverpool against Fulham is always
They
a
are doing
very
well in the league, yeah.
it's always a very tough fixture. Liverpool does win, but if you check their scorelines, especially the last 2-3 years, it's always been like 2-1, 4-3. Like it's always been a close game. So I always knew it was going to be a tight fixture. That's I think I went for Liverpool 2-1. And just because of Liverpool. So I was impressed. I was really, really impressed with Fulham. Though, if you notice towards the end of the game, if that game probably went on for like 10 minutes, probably Liverpool would have equalized because towards the end of the game, it seems as if Fulham got tired and I don't know what happened. It was literally Liverpool pressure back to back, back to back. So they were just lucky to just win that game. It's a good thing they won, Sha, because at least, like I said, it favors Arsenal. Arsenal doesn't have to give Liverpool guard of honor. But for me, the title is done long time. So we can just focus on Champions League as
Does
Arsenal.
no? Yes. Now we'll see if you guys can surprise anybody in Champions League. Okay. What about our fellow Londoners, Chelsea?
Chelsea.
Nil nil at Brentford.
Chelsea is not ready. Chelsea's win today, lose tomorrow. Like to be honest with you, the top four race I think is very very interesting because from, if I'm not wrong, from fourth to like eighth, I mean ninth is like 5 points difference. So it's more like if you win today and lose next week, you go down. Like if Newcastle wins tomorrow, Newcastle is going to be fourth, and then Man City drops down to fifth, and then Aston Villa is sixth with just 1 point behind Newcastle, and I think one of them also has a game in hand as well. And that Newcastle has, I'm not sure. So if it's Newcastle, Newcastle has two games. So Newcastle can actually not only leapfrog Man City, but they can actually give themselves 3 points or 4 points ahead of City. The top four race is really interesting. And the funny thing is, like I said, it might be five teams. So at the end of the day, Man City might still sneak in. They might still sneak into Champions League by finishing fifth. So they don't have to finish fourth.
Yeah, no, I mean, if Newcastle win right this weekend and they do get into fourth, right, it does make for a picture finish, and that's what I'm saying
Yeah,
about
because I think
Liverpool.
Newcastle still has Man City to play, if I'm not wrong. And Newcastle has
Yeah,
Arsenal.
like
And I think they have Liverpool as
it's an
well.
interesting season basically. It's an interesting season basically because a lot of teams still have something to play for.
Yeah.
Right, it's
But
like there are teams that are in a position that they wouldn't usually find themselves. Teams that are trying to like get themselves into better positions. There's teams like United that don't really have much to play for, and the relegation teams to a large extent are already kind of settled too. So
yeah, so
the
they're
gap
going to act as
between
spoilers. They're going to be acting
yeah.
as spoilers right now.
Either spoilers or just there to give us free hits.
Because I don't know why you guys noticed it. I think it has been confirmed. Southampton have been relegated. Confirmed. I think it was
Yeah,
confirmed.
Southampton 10 points
Yeah,
in the entire season, which is
they have been
which
relegated.
is terrible.
They just came
Like,
to collect money. They'll come back 2 seasons.
I'm telling you. I know also crazy. They are going to also pay them huge money when they go down. They're still going to give them like a lump sum for going down again.
Yeah,
You?
So
Leicester look like they're Leicester and Ipswich look like they're next.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That like the next team Wolves is 32, 12 points ahead of Ipswich in 18th.
I mean it's
Um,
done now. They
so
needed
it's
to
done
beat
Okay,
pretty
well,
much.
Wolverhampton yesterday. They needed to beat
yeah,
Wolves
it
like
was.
yesterday for them to have a chance. But as they lost, 12 points at 12 points, the Wolves also need 4 games. And there's no guarantee if we cannot guarantee me even to win 2 out of those 4. I don't see how they do that. So I think
Yeah, no.
we pretty much have our 3 teams that are going down. What we don't have now, what we
The
don't know
the
is maybe the order. Maybe Leicester might leapfrog them. How many points? Do you know the gap between Leicester and Ipswich?
Yeah. 17-20. Leicester have the extra game
So
against
that's the only thing
Newcastle
that might
pending
change.
coming up.
So that's the only thing that might change.
Um, but the way the league has shaped up, obviously at the bottom half you still have United and Tottenham 13th and 14th, respectively. We're down there with Everton, West Ham, and Wolves. Brentford, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Brighton, and Fulham ahead of United and Tottenham. And this summer basically is very important.
So for a
Tottenham
lot
didn't
of
exactly
teams,
get a
for a
good
lot of teams,
result.
I looked at
Yeah,
actually a lot of
it's
teams this summer is going to be very crucial for a lot of teams this summer.
Yeah,
A lot.
Tottenham didn't, they're not really much to write home about, but they're the ones that put the final nail in the coffin for
Southampton.
Southampton today, 3-1 by sending them home. So that's too bad. But the league itself, I guess, is largely done,
Yeah.
except for the top four battles, and
And like Europa and Conference League. So basically
yeah,
Europe, competition for Europe.
Europe.
That's it. Yeah.
Europe and top four. Unless Liverpool are really, really trying to give us like some premium entertainment to end the season, but generally
If we were
it
six
does
points,
look
I would
like
say yes, the league is open, but I think it's 10 points if I'm not wrong.
yeah no
10 points if I'm not wrong.
so let's do let's look ahead to the coming weekend. Um,
We didn't even talk
because
about
after
the
the
Champions League
who
coming up.
Champions is coming up. Arsenal and Madrid. We
Look,
beat that
at
to
this point,
we beat that to death last episode now.
at this point, it's just one-sided.
But then
No,
you
but
can also say you saw what happened last weekend. Yeah, against was it Valencia they played? Yeah, you could
You want to
see like
compare La Liga with Champions League?
no, I know you cannot, but like
It's not
there
far.
are
It's not
cracks.
far.
No, all I'm saying is that there are cracks in the Madrid team. That's all I can say.
no,
Defensively, they
I
are not
mean,
solid.
Can Arsenal take on the
so
cracks? That's the question.
what was the scores of Arsenal's last match? 1-1, right, against Everton.
Yeah, against Everton, and
Okay,
then Valencia won Madrid at the Bernabeu, which they
who
haven't
who
done
was
in.
giving you guys who was giving you guys a tough time? Ndiaye and what was his name?
Nobody
Dukure.
did. Nobody did. The
Wait,
problem was
Beto.
the problem was
Betu.
the referee just wanted Everton to equalize because there's no way on earth that's a
Okay.
penalty. That was no way a penalty at all. It's
No,
just
look,
getting
right.
beat on the
See,
penalty. Getting beat.
Arsenal has a good team. You guys have a decent team. Like that, this little scary guy, the youngster looks like a very good player. Saka is back. Saka, you can always trust him to be, peak quality. Odegaard, Declan Rice, one of the truly only 100 million footballers out
Madrid.
there right now. Um, but like whatever it is you think you have to offer, Madrid can match
I
it,
just want to
right?
let you know
And they
that
can.
Madrid also removed their players. All of them as at 70 something minutes, rested them. They scored
Mbappe
that
finished the
goal was
game now.
scored 95th minute.
No, no,
So
no, no. They missed. Who did they take off? They just took. The only people they took off was Vini and Modric. That's it.
Rodrigo,
They left.
Rodrigo,
Rodrigo came in as a sub now.
he came in now. He was rested. That's what I'm telling you. They don't. Rodrigo is going to start.
Saka came in as a Arsenal to rested guys. The other guy didn't
Who?
start.
Saka is
Other
not
guy
fully
didn't
fit, so
start.
you will struggle
Martinelli
against
didn't
his
start.
remaining
Saka
leg.
didn't start. There's one
Johnny
other guy.
boy,
Saka is not
the
Partey
thing
didn't
is
start
that
as well.
like
Saka is
Johnny boy,
not
the
fully
thing is that
fit,
there
so
isn't much to say.
don't go break Saka's remaining leg. That's what I'm telling you.
There isn't much to say, Johnny boy. This kind of thing, there's no need to talk too much, right? Like we just need to just wait
So wait
for the
for
game.
it to pass.
We just wait
No, I'm
and we
not.
watch.
Yes, don't get me wrong. I'm not like I said last week, right? It's a win-win for me.
Ah,
So
Now you Sabi, win. It's not. There's no
it's a
such
win-win
thing,
because
right? One
that,
team is going to go back home, another team goes to the next round.
or,
I don't
or,
know what you mean
or,
by win-win.
I want to ask you a question.
I support I support
Which
both
of the
teams. That's
win
That's
what
a
I meant.
different. That's a different sport.
which of the win will
I,
make you
I
more
support both
excited?
teams. Eh?
Which of the win will make you more excited? And
To be
which of
honest
the
with
loss
you,
will
the only reason
get to
let me
the
the
heart?
only reason why I will pick Arsenal over Madrid is
Okay, I
because
wish I answer with that. What's he gonna sign us with the only reason why now? You pick us now. You pick us now.
no,
You
let
say
me
the
tell you
only
why. Now.
reason why.
It's because
The heart is
Madrid
speaking. Let's hear.
anything that makes Madrid qualify, they are probably going to win it again,
I don't think
and
so.
Not
I don't think
necessarily.
so. I don't think Madrid will
Not
evade. I don't think
necessarily.
Madrid will evade PSG.
Not necessarily. They can lose if they just will not lose to
You just said
Arsenal.
La Liga is different from Champions League, so we all know.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yes.
PSG has already won the league. They don't. They are not focused on anything now.
Yeah, they've won the league, but we all know that when it comes to Champions League, PSG, I don't know, they have a
No,
different.
the
I know
current
this year
coach.
they're kind of different.
I trust the current coach. That's why I was telling Chelsea they could have gone for Enrique and they went for
But he
Pochettino.
was there last season now. The current coach
Who?
was there last season.
Enrique
Enrique.
was where.
He was in PSG last season.
That's what I'm saying. He's building up now. Now they have a team that doesn't rely on one player. Last
That's
season
true. That's
they
true.
were more of Mbappe this thing. Madrid has the same problem. Mark out Mbappe now, you won't really see road. But the problem
But
is
what I
that
don't
none
get
of your
about
guys
Madrid is
can mark out
I don't
Mbappe.
understand. Madrid is crazy. You had a penalty. Mbappe should be taking your penalties. Why giving it to Vini? I don't get that. Vini has missed two crucial penalties
Why
now for
now?
them.
Vini is a superstar now.
They have to balance
Blooming.
it
Yeah, but
now.
every team should have a designated penalty taker.
It's
Though.
their
Every
designated
team, every
penalty, no matter how
superstar,
many you lose.
superstar or no superstar, every team has a designated penalty taker.
From
Because
next
to me,
season
it's causing problems in Madrid. They might not say, but it's the fact because Vini has missed two
against
crucial
Arsenal.
penalties now.
Against Arsenal,
He has
Mbappe
missed two
will step
crucial
up.
penalties now. He missed yesterday and he missed against Atletico. That could have yesterday's one was He cost them 3 points. The game against Atletico could have knocked them out. If not, God just had mercy on them and they went to penalties and won. So I don't know. They have to fix up
So
that part.
they will change it against Arsenal. So just give them penalty. Let's see whether they've changed.
All I'm saying is that Arsenal do have a chance. Maybe 15%. I give them, but I expect Madrid to go through.
At
Like
this
I
point,
said,
I
because
expect
I
Madrid.
trust,
I was
and I
expecting
said
Arsenal.
the reason why I
I
picked
was
Madrid
rooting
is
for
this.
Arsenal until this weekend.
Apart from players, I
When I
trust the
form
coach
hand,
more.
when I form
I
hand this
trust the coach.
weekend.
I trust the coach more than the other coach on the other team. That's just why. I trust the other coach more.
They know
Not
what
to
to do.
fuck up.
I I trust Mbappe and
No, but even
Vinicius
even Madrid without Mbappe, it would have still
and
been a
And
difficult.
Bellingham
It
Courtois.
would have still been a
I trust
difficult tie.
Courtois.
and Courtois and Rudiger. I trust those guys. I trust them. Is Saliba and Kuyo Abi that you're playing center
It
back?
could be now. It's or probably Saliba and
Okay.
Ben White.
Probably will kill.
Okay. Even better. No, it's be a good one. It'll be a good,
It will be a good
a
one.
good, interesting. Yeah,
It
a
will be a
fun,
good
a fun
one.
to watch.
Where will you
I
be
can't wait
watching?
for
Are you
Because
watching
the
from home
Arsenal.
or from office?
On Tuesday.
Mm.
So I'm going. I was supposed to work from home, but I'm going to the office because I'm going to watch it with my fellow
You don't
Madrid
want to
fans.
see
So
the goal.
we're watching it at the office.
Wow.
There's a pub close to the office, so we'll watch it from there.
God
I'll
will
do
help
my
you.
best to watch. Yeah, no.
I'm wearing my Madrid jersey now.
But
So what do you mean?
You're wearing a Madrid jersey.
huh?
This guy's.
This guy is really trying to reverse psychologize himself. I've never seen this kind of
I'm
deliberate.
not reverse psychology. You guys know I'm a Madrid fan,
Yeah,
so I
you're
don't
trying
know.
to you're trying to trick your own brain,
You're a Baka
basically.
fan. That's what I know you as. You're a Baka fan.
Nah, I'm a Spanish fan.
You're a Baka fan. Support
I'm a,
Valencia now. Why did you say Spanish fan?
I support If Valencia is playing an English team, I will support them now.
Uh, who are you supporting?
So
Leon,
you
Leon or
guys,
Manchester?
I don't give a shit. Bilbao to win it.
you guys come back after Madrid to face Brentford, right? January Arsenal.
Yeah.
Hey,
This
another
coming
draw.
this coming weekend. So do you discard that game and just focus on Champions League, because depending on the outcome of Madrid,
Yeah, I
it
was
could
about
re-
to
it
say
could
that.
either be like it could either be that to hell with Brentford, or damn, you guys need a pick me up. So how do you see the weekend going?
That'll be that'll be a wrong move for Arteta to do that because he did that shit last season and he backfired. So what I would say to Arteta is that treat every game as important. So it doesn't matter the result of Madrid. Madrid's game is different from Brentford because remember, in as much as I feel Arsenal is still going to finish top two in the league, it's not done because football is all about. We all know football is about momentum. If you lose Madrid and lose Brentford, all of a sudden now you have lost two games back to back. It starts affecting the psyche. You're going to Madrid third game on the back of two losses. So I would expect Arteta to still treat Brentford's game as a serious game. So I expect Arsenal to win and they're home. So Arsenal will win.
You expect us not to win regardless of the outcome of the Madrid game?
That'll be Madrid game.
Okay, Jude, how do you see Arsenal's week going?
I think you might drop to third. You might drop to third at the end of it. Uh, I feel like it's going to be a draw. That's what I feel. Or Brentford can steal it. But I feel like it's going to be a draw because Arsenal, no matter the outcome, except Arsenal scores Madrid 4-1, that's the only hope, which we know may not happen. Most likely will not happen. So I think they want to reserve for the second leg. So it's going to be like either a draw. I'm giving them a draw because it's their home. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
a 1-1 draw, something like that.
I
Against Brentford.
expect
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Because
I expect
your guy want to press players. That's what we all know Ateta. When you think good for him, he will do the opposite. So don't even bother thinking. He will always be the
I expect
He's just going to conserve the
a
energy.
a shell shocked Arsenal team that everything is going to crumble basically over the next 2 weeks.
And you're just
Honestly,
5 points away from the person that is third. Though.
Nottingham
yeah.
Forest.
Yeah.
Were you for a surprise?
No, but me and you know, forget banter. We know Arsenal is coming second.
Okay.
Like let's forget the banter. Banter aside, like
And that part that we keep aside, you go bring back.
We'll bank on it. We'll bank on it. That's fine.
we'll be back now. Shall we'll do end of season review. We'll see. We'll everywhere we are
I
finished.
think this is what Liverpool's coach is having in his mind. Is like us. It's like Arsenal will probably drop more points. Let's just be going to where we are going.
The guys who you say that are chasing them, Jude, Nottingham Forest, they lost to Aston Villa.
As Aston
Exactly.
Villa is picking form now. It's the end of the season. They're
They
playing.
lost
So
to
Aston
Aston
Villa,
Villa.
Aston Villa
They're,
will not jump from fifth to second. Is that what you're saying?
no, Nottingham Forest is
Uh-huh.
closer. They'll jump. They're playing Everton next now. They'll beat Everton.
Everything is kind of
Yeah.
is a tough
Okay.
game for
Yeah.
them.
So if they beat Everton, if Arsenal loses to Brentford, it's already
You're
two
not losing
points.
to Brentford, my guy. Forget it.
Okay. Wait. So give us your prediction for Arsenal Brentford now.
Arsenal Brentford 1-1
2-0.
for me.
2-0.
Okay. Wait. No. I guess no.
Let me
We'll take
write it
the.
down.
We'll take the.
Are you writing it down?
I want to get a paper.
As United played Nottingham Forest.
And
Yes. Now we lost. Now Elanga
he
scored
knows what he's
without anything.
asking. Don't mind him.
Don't mind him.
I don't want that to be sure. So that means Nottingham Forest did the double over United. That's what it means.
Don't
Damn,
mind.
man.
We do double next season.
Uh, they do double over Man. Oh my god. I didn't know that. I just wanted to know, man. Elanga turned to Ronaldo against Man.
What's your prediction, Sean?
Have you guys played Aston Villa?
For Arsenal Brentford.
Yeah.
Uh, problem for Arsenal. 2-1. 2-1 Brentford.
This is not hit.
Uh, Chelsea
Chelsea is
Ipswich.
not.
Um,
Chelsea Ipswich. Chelsea 2.
mm,
Chelsea 3-0.
Ipswich struggling with this Chelsea.
And this is why I'm going for that because they actually beat Chelsea in the first leg. So I don't think Chelsea will allow them beat them home and away.
Yes. 3-0.
Mm.
I said Chelsea 2-1. I wanted to go for 1-1, but I said Chelsea 2-1.
I think Chelsea will lose home and away.
Uh-uh.
I think, yeah. That's just how I'm feeling right now. Ipswich to win 1-0.
Yeah, I started going
And
with your
Ipswich
head
has
again.
been
So
scoring now.
your heart
Ipswich has
instead
been
of your head.
scoring. Liverpool, West Ham. Another top game.
West Ham, they are going to beat West Ham. Liverpool ain't losing back to back.
Okay.
So, guys, thank you for having us. It was a up and down weekend for us. Arsenal were robbed thanks to the refereeing decision, giving a penalty that wasn't a penalty. But we move. Liverpool were shocked today by Fulham. Nobody saw that coming. And then United and Man City turned out to be the most boring fixture of the season. Two
Only
useless
in your
teams in my
own
opinion.
perspective,
Two useless teams in my opinion.
in your own view, in
There
your
you
own
have it.
view.
Those are the
Arsenal that drew everything is not useless. Manchester United and Man
but,
City that
uh,
is useless.
the game against Everton was a much more interesting game. You admit at least you can admit that. Let's not be bad. It was much more interesting than Man U's
I
game.
not even watch it. I can't even watch it. It was too early for
Yeah,
me to
because it
wake up
was
and see.
yeah, it was too early. Yeah, it was too early. I didn't to be honest with you, I won't lie to you, even me didn't watch it. I watched it was the highlights I watched. I didn't because it was quite early too. It was like 7:30. So so there you
So
have it, guys.
let's know your prediction for top four. Who is
Yeah.
going to drop out
We
of
are
the
going into a
Champions League?
pivotal. I think this week is a pivotal week for the teams in England, in Europe. Man U, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Aston Villa. So let us know which team you think in Europe that is going to do England proud. Which English team you think is going to let us is going to do England proud? Let us know, and please keep on subscribing, liking, and most importantly, share to your friends and family. Thank you so much for listening to us. I will see you next week.